how frequently did you go to the office when you were a special district attorney? Did you have an office physically at that address?
The office is located in several buildings around 1 Hogan Place. It's not all in one contiguous space of offices. There were several office premises. Having clarified that, I'm not going to answer your question about how often I was physically at the offices of the Manhattan District Attorney.
Did you have your own desk there?
Again, I'm not going to respond to your question.
On the basis of what?
On the basis of the 5th paragraph of my statement. Conveniently, Mr. Castor, the 5th paragraph relates to the 5th Amendment.
So, since you've left the employ of the Manhattan VA, do you use email as a method of communication?
I decline to answer your question.
And who's your current email provider?
I decline to answer that question as well.
On the 5th Amendment grounds?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be pedantic, I'm just trying to make the record.
No, I understand that.
And
I appreciate that.
And who's your current cell phone provider?
Likewise, I refuse to answer that question on the basis of my rights under the 5th Amendment.
So obviously, I mean, the guy doesn't want to answer any of these questions, right? And I'm not entirely sure what he thinks his cell phone or email provider would prove, but who knows? Maybe he's got a burner phone that they know about. I don't know. But these congressional investigators, they're sharp, and they do not ask questions that they don't already have a pretty good idea of the answer on. And I think the last thing that Pomerance would want to do is lie to Congress. But luckily for this guy, I mean, the Fifth Amendment is pretty broad. I mean, it covers quite a lot. You could pretty much say it anytime anyone asks you anything. And it seems to be, honestly, if you look at it, about the only time you can get a liberal to actually even quote the Constitution. But anyway, so this guy, of course, he wrote a book. And in his book, he writes that when he joined the Trump prosecution, he got emails and texts from friends and well-wishers telling him to go get him.
I acknowledge writing the book, but I'm not going to expand beyond what is contained in the book for the reasons reflected in my opening statement.
Did they really say go get him?
Again, Mr. Chairman, I'm not going to respond beyond what is printed in the book.
Did they not say go get him?
Not going to answer your question.
If you're watching this and you're able to convince yourself that really this is no big deal, that this is really just some political operative dealing with some partisan investigators, I get it, but just remind yourself, this is not a political operative. This is a prosecutor who targeted a political candidate with the power of an entire state. But if you're still not sure, just listen, please listen to this.